Hey everyone, Regina here with StarterPPC. I'm going to show you around the strategy that we've been using on this B2C e-commerce company that sells beard oil and other types of skincare products for men. So this company has been with us for only about 2.5 months, and we've already been able to see on average, a 31% increase in return on ad spend inside of the ad account alone. And the media efficiency ratio, which if you don't already know, is like return on ad spend, except it's zoomed out for the entire business. So we're calculating that with total revenue divided by total media spend. So it's the return on your media spend for the whole business. That also has gone up, and that's gone up by way more than 30%, 31%. So I'm going to show you guys around the strategy that we've chosen, how that strategy has shifted over the past 2.5 months, and why. So here we go. First things first, I just want to lay the foundation and show you. I have October 2nd through December 17th pulled up. So this is the entire time that we've been managing the ad account. That's when we took over. I have return on ad spend showing in blue, and I have the cost showing in red. And you can see that we've been increasing the ad spend a little bit over time. We do 20% increases for the first 3 months when new clients come and work with us. And you can see, well, actually, let me show you what happens when I turn on compare. So I'm going to compare this time period to the previous time period of the same size. And down here, you can see that the cost for these two time periods is about the same. In fact, it's even gone down a little bit by 5%, but the return on ad spend for these two time periods has gone up by 31%. So what we're running is we've got 2 dedicated remarketing campaigns, which right now have $20 per day. And then we have a brand campaign, which has $15 per day. And then we have standard shopping, popular products only. I'm going to get into this in a second, which has $120 a day. And then we have Performance Max at $110 per day. So what I've done is I've opened a couple of tabs to show you around. So the first thing over here, actually, let me go to the overview. This is the standard shopping campaign. And you can see that we didn't actually have it running the first 2 weeks. It actually started in the middle of October, and we've been adding budget to it ever since. And then for the PMAX campaign, you can see that we've actually been lowering the budget in the PMAX campaign ever since it's been active. So these two campaigns work holistically. And you're going to say, if we go back to the main tab and you see the 400% ROAS in the Performance Max campaign and only 78% ROAS in the standard shopping campaign, you're going to say, why, Regina? Why would you lower the budget in the Performance Max and raise the budget in the standard shopping? Based on these performances for each campaign, you can definitely see that the Performance Max can afford to spend more, while the standard shopping should just be shut off. Looks can be deceiving. Do not follow what Google wants you to do. Google is attributing more conversions towards the PMAX campaign. Google can decide how to attribute conversions. If somebody clicks on standard shopping and then clicks on a Performance Max ad after that, Google's going to decide, let's give it to Performance Max. It did the heavy lifting. It got the sale. That's not necessarily the case. And I'm going to explain to you guys why, and as well as why we chose just to put the popular products in this campaign. So standard shopping is a shopping network only campaign, and it doesn't do anything smart bidding. So what I mean by that is it's not going to, if somebody's searching in the shopping network and the algorithm sees, oh, this person was recently on the website, let's bid really hard to get that sale. Google's not going to do that with standard shopping. So what it does is it just bids when people are shopping. It's going to just see if it outbids the competition. It's going to spend your daily budget. And that sometimes means you end up spending more per click, like $1.68 here versus $1.34 on average for the Performance Max campaign. So sometimes these clicks cost more because Google doesn't really care, right? It's not really trying to maximize the conversions or anything like that. It's just trying to spend the budget and bid on people who kind of in general are searching for these products when they're searching for those products. And this means that it does a pretty good job at finding new cold users to bring to your site. So that's oftentimes why you will always see a low return in the standard shopping campaign. It's focused on cold users. It doesn't mind paying a lot for the click, and Performance Max is going to steal all of its click attribution anyways. So you're always going to see a low ROAS. You can just expect that from the standard shopping campaign. Meanwhile, the Performance Max is over here, focusing mostly its efforts on remarketing, right? And things like display. So once the standard shopping finds a new cold lead and introduces them to the brand and gets them to the site, PMax picks that up and bombards them on all channels until they finally convert. And if PMax also has smart bidding, smart shopping inside of it. So if PMax sees that someone who was recently on the website is now searching, it's going to bid really hard to try to get that conversion. That's why with a small budget, we still like to run Performance Max. So our sister agency, Solutions 8, they're actually focused right now on getting away from PMax entirely. We do think that when you grow to, I don't know, 10K, 20K budgets per month, it might be something to consider. But with small budgets, it's very difficult to play into the strategies that those larger budgets have access to. And so we have to rely a little bit on Performance Max to sort of scoop up the standard shopping, because without that, we wouldn't have enough awareness across the shopping network and the search results to really get the power that we need to get the conversion with standard shopping alone. Long story for another day. So that's why you can see us adding budget to the account and putting it mostly into standard shopping this entire time, while keeping Performance Max small. In fact, our new strategy is to try to get Performance Max down to about 30% of the total shopping budget. So between the standard shopping and the Performance Max shopping budgets, we want this to be 70 and this to be down to 30. So that is what we're now working towards in this account as well as other accounts. Hi there, quick interruption. Do you know the main thing that prevents small business owners from getting their Google Ads account into a position to grow and scale? Budget. A lot of businesses, especially those that are just starting out, have limited budgets. And so because of this, they're turned away by most ad agencies because most ad agencies have minimum budget thresholds that they're willing to work with. So what happens is the business owners end up learning Google Ads themselves. And the problem with that is that most of the advice online is geared towards larger accounts. And the advice doesn't have any of those strategies or tricks that can kickstart the algorithm into giving a small account a leg up over larger competitors. So it often just doesn't work, and the business just ends up losing money month over month. If this sounds familiar, StarterPPC can help. We offer Google Ads management services that are designed for accounts that have between $1,000 and $5,000 budgets. And because all of our clients are just starting out, we've come up with ways to keep our management fees significantly lower than most agencies. Because we know that every dollar saved on management fees just goes towards the ad budget, which is going to help the algorithm gather speed and power. So if you're serious about growing your business and you'd like a team of Google Ads experts to help you without breaking the bank, check us out at starterppc.com. Okay, back to the video. I'm going to talk to you about why we decided just to put the popular products into this campaign. This account in particular, since they sell, they have about like 5 different products, but each product has, 5 different smells and sense to it. So what we realized is in this case, we want to focus the algorithm on just 5 SKUs, 5 variants. And we do that because we have such limited budget and we want each SKU to become very familiar with the algorithm to get very familiar with each SKU. So we want frequency of conversions per SKU, and that gives the algorithm power because it has a lot of averages and a lot of knowledge, and it can push those SKUs out and figure out where else to show them to similar people. We didn't want to divide the budget up between all the scents. So focusing the algorithm is one of the reasons we decided just to go with one of the scents. So we have 5 SKUs, 5 variants. We figured there's two types of users, right? There's people that are already familiar with the brand and they already know what scent they want. And so they're going to be searching for the brand name and maybe the scent that they want. And even if the wrong scent shows up in the shopping campaign, because that's the only one that's active in the standard shopping, they can't really see what scent it is, and it doesn't really matter. They're going to click on it anyways, and then they're just going to change the scent that they want on the landing page. The other type of user is a cold user who doesn't know what scent they want, and they're not going to be able to distinguish anyways, right? They're just going to search for beard oil. They're going to see us next to all the competition, and they really can't tell what scent it's going to be. So they have to click and read about all the different scents anyways. So we figure we weren't harming anything by restricting the amount of products here. And we wanted to focus the algorithm on just a small amount of SKUs since the budget is so limited. Performance Max has access to all of the SKUs. Why? Because we're primarily relying on it to be our remarketing, our main source of remarketing on all channels. And so anytime anyone was looking at a particular scent, we want that particular image of that scent to follow that person around the internet because we know that they were interested in that particular SKU. So all SKUs active in Performance Max. Okay, this has been a lot of information. I hope it's been helpful. A couple of different strategies combined into one, and we're shifting strategies as we go and as we learn about what's working. And in PMAX's case, what isn't working, although it looks like it's working. The media efficiency ratio for the business, which is the bottom line, is going up and up and up, which means that our standard shopping is bringing in cold leads. And those cold leads are repurchasing these beard oils. And so even though the standard shopping shows a low return on ad spend inside the dashboard, looks can be deceiving. Make sure you're tracking that media efficiency ratio, because that is what's going to tell you whether it's doing a good job at bringing in cold leads who are then making repeat purchases behind the scenes for free, right? You don't have to pay for those repeat purchases. People are going to come back and buy your products if they like them. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope this has been helpful. Hi, everyone. Regina here with StarterPPC. Oh my gosh, the ROAS shrink is real, you guys. I have found all the data for you. Check this out. All right. So if you have been following us for the past year, maybe 2 years, or if you've worked with